Good morning YouTube, it's Lynn from Perth, Western Australia. I hope this is coming up loud enough for you this time, as people are telling me I'm talking too softly. So I'm raising the sound just a few decibels. And I'd like to introduce you to a plant that I obtained very recently from an absolutely fantastic grower in my orchid species society. She always wins prizes. Every time she shows something she wins. She's really good, and she's an absolute expert. She has been helping me out by giving me some newly repotted divisions, and this is one of them. And I'm just going to pan in just a little bit closer so you can see the label in case I get the name all muxed up. It's a Bulbophyllum. It looks like fascination, and in brackets there, fascinator times longissimum. And the first flower started to open yesterday, and this morning both of them are fully open for me. I cannot detect a fragrance, which might be a good thing. And it has these really long tendrils. And would you believe it's just planted in a little black kind of bowl which had frozen food in it from the supermarket. And I thought that was a really good idea what she potted that in. She's just punched some holes through the bottom. She's actually wired it in and tied it underneath. I might just show you what she's done, give you some ideas if you don't actually have a Bulbophyllum pot. There, so it's just a little bit of tie wire, and that's holding the plant nice and steady. Just make sure I don't tip it over here. There, so yeah, plant's nice and steady. And while I'm on air, I'm just going to point out this Oncidium, which I've been having heaps of problems with. It's Oncidium kaluani, or kaluai, and I bought it as a specimen plant at the beginning of the year from eBay. Surprisingly, it got here and wasn't confiscated on the way. I divided it into about 4 pieces, thinking that I'd try and get my money back on it and sell a few off, but all it did was try to die. So never again, after I buy an Oncidium, will I try and repot it until it's huge and it's telling me it wants to be repotted. You can see the pseudobulbs are really dry, dehydrated, and I've been trying to keep this hydrated for so long now. Anyway, I've just done a last repotting, and I've potted it in. It's an orchid bark that's sold in a block, and you put it in your wheelbarrow and hydrate it that way. Just fill the wheelbarrow with water and it hydrates itself. So in effect it's just, what do you call it? Coconut husk media. So I thought I'd try it in this because I know it stays particularly moist for a long time. And I've put a little bit of sphagnum moss on the top. So this is the last attempt I'm having at rescuing this orchid. If it doesn't survive now, it's never going to survive. And the sun's coming out, so giving me too much backlight. I'm actually doing this in my kitchen, whereas that's where I repot a lot of my sick orchids, in my kitchen. And while I was doing this, I had a little brainwave. I often have problems staking and keeping my plants still in the pot so they don't wiggle around, and I know that's not conducive to growing good roots. So I had this little light moment, if you like, and I got a piece of polystyrene and I put a stick in it, and then I put this in the bottom of my pot and staked my plants in that manner. So I'm hoping that's going to work. And they actually seem quite stable. I've lost my stick now. Put it on there and I'll find it. There we go. So that's what I did. I just poked the stick into there. The things we try to save our orchids. Anyway, I'm going to end up here because I'm starting to ramble. See you next time. Bye.